Happy Monday, guys. Welcome back to FreshPlays.
Welcome back.
We're back. A dinosaur tale.
We've picked up our brain matter off of the floor. We've scooped it up. Our minds were blown, but now they're back. They're back inside our skull heads.
Thanks for being patient while we all went on vacation and had happy times without Danganronpa.
Yeah, we had joy. We just experienced some joy.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
We need to take a break.
Mike's eating grapes.
I'm eating grapes.
It's grape for grapes. Great grapes.
All right, you ready to get back in this?
We are in Hope Speak Academy.
Yeah, welcome to
in the gym.
Danganronpa 1.
Yeah, really, seriously.
Well, what's going on? Outside world, main cast.
Oh wait, actually, I do have one last theory I want to throw out there before we start revealing things, because I've been thinking about it.
Did you say get?
Oh no, I said dit.
Oh.
Dit.
So as you guys probably heard and saw, the hand thing, Nagito having the hand of Junko flipped my wig.
Oh, yeah.
It crushed my bean. It put me in a weird space.
Don't say it crushed your bean.
It fried my bean.
That's better.
It put me in a weird space anyway. And so I was thinking, it does feel very Metal Gear Solid 2, because in Metal Gear Solid 2, a character's arm gets cut off and another character puts it on.
Ooh.
And which got me thinking...
This is Metal Gear Solid 5?
Yes.
Welcome to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh,
Yes.
that makes so much sense.
Sonya is the Patriots. The Lalo is Monokuma. But, so what I'm thinking is that maybe Nagito was or is, because he's dead now, Makoto, who... Because, like, they say that his eyes were swirling with hope and despair. So maybe somebody at some point, for some reason, put Junko's hand, the ultimate despair, onto Makoto, and the ensuing, like, clashing of hope and despair, like the corruption turned him into this weird fucking Nagito guy.
A hand corrupted him?
But he's had uncovered hands for the entire game.
Well, see, what we've seen is the simulation of him, so he doesn't have Junko's hand, right?
Shit.
But in the real world... He has a Junko hand.
And my question about the real world and simulation is: Are they Matrix style plugged into something? Are they like all dreaming? Is it Sword Art Online? Do they have VR headsets on?
I think it's like Matrix pluggy in. I think.
Okay.
I think it'd be a cop out if all the people who died are secretly alive this whole time. So I think it's a you die in the game, you die for real kind of situation.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
If you wake up and like there's just you're sleeping on like camp, you're sleeping on a bed with everybody else, but everybody else is like bloody in their bed.
How creepy would that be? That'd be so good.
Creepy.
That'd be so good.
Because it would mean that someone would have had to like walk up to their bed and just stab them because they died in the game.
The machine like.
That's also
or
a way
they
you
could
could
have
rig
an aneurysm.
it.
Just
fries their brain.
Yeah, there's just trucks parked on all your friends.
They bring in a new truck each time. They're like, I don't know why we have to use trucks.
Hope this doesn't wake anyone up.
Yeah, it's full of despair, so I guess.
Despair dump truck.
Despair dump truck. Just park them on.
All right.
Anyway. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway.
You bitty people.
Yeah.
You can be bitty with us.
I want to go. I want to know. I want to know what she has a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
I do have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, no. Like he kept insisting that this place was Hope Speak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
How'd we make it back to Hope Speak Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
Dump trucks.
Dump trucks, despair dump trucks.
It's definitely dump. I'm an expert about trucks and tanks. There's no place for Hope Speak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island.
I said I want to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this.
Huh. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on this island.
What's Akane doing? She's just standing there?
She's just chill with it. She's like, yeah, whatever.
She's playing basketball.
Yeah, she's totally playing basketball.
She's like, 3 points, baby. Yeah. This building is really Hope Speak Academy?
Dude, what if she's in the kitchen? She found all the donuts.
She found all the. She found Hina's donuts.
She found Hina's donuts.
She eats the donuts and she transforms into Hina.
Oh my god.
Origin story.
Yeah, exactly. This is the Hope Speak Academy I've been admiring for so long.
I just had a thought.
What?
What if she does eat all of Hina's donuts, and then that because it's like she consumes Hina's essence, and then that's why she gets so buff.
That's what powers her up.
She she is Hina.
Oh, she's Hina powered up.
It's like she ate Hina.
If Hina went Super Saiyan, she'd probably look something like Akane. Actually,
100%. Like Hina's little top knot would come undone and fall down.
We just have one thing that's holding us back from that being a real theory. So let's keep going and see for sure if that's what's going on. There's the basketballs.
Yeah. She's trying to play basketball with a soccer ball.
oh, girl.
Why is this happening? Why? Look how happy I used to be. I was finally able to attend Hope Speak Academy.
Mike, do you see the X through his eyes? like cross through his eyes.
I see the cross. I don't see an X.
Oh, it's not an X. It's like a no smoking stamp.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I was finally able to attend Hope's Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. I still think that we're secretly an asshole. Like, I think we're secretly an Ultimate Despair member or somebody who led the revolution that caused bad shit to happen. Even so, I
wanted to become Hope? If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will.
I can't see that picture and not think he's looking at his hand like, oh, this hand used to be cooler. Oh! I used to have a woman's hand.
I was so much more stronger and cooler.
That scene broke you, Jeff.
My nails were so cool. They were so glittery.
When I did this before, I would bleed.
And the moment you're born into this world, you either have it or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope.
And Nagito, I've got a little show for you. It's called My Hero Academia. Anyone can be a hero.
Just gotta work really hard.
Just gotta work real hard.
It's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that?
Can we just talk about My Hero Academia and how good it is?
Yep.
I love it so much.
You're just some nobody from a reserve, you're just some, you're just the simulation is breaking. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. What an idiot. That's all.
Rude.
Rude. Rude?
Rude.
Excuse me. Are you the ultimate rude boy? Because if I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why? Why do I have to go through something like this?
Hajime, did something happen?
Huh? Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing.
I was playing basketball, but I'm back. So I don't really get it, but is that all? As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
It's just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right?
If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Even though Chiaki and Monomi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit. Which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You dumb kids.
So they're not World Ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma?
No, but they are World Ender, right? However,
I think so, maybe.
The Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, correct? Regarding that matter, I believe Monomi never once denied that.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies.
Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. But if she were still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help.
But girl.
So what do we do?
Well, that's obvious. If we're gonna get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam, right?
It's physical.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah, we might be able to learn. Yeah, we might be able to learn about something. About Hope's Peak Academy. About ourselves. The punctuation there is weird.
I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we could just go back to our normal lives, which I've been saying for episodes and episodes, I'd be fine.
Yeah, say what you want about Kazuichi, he's remarkably consistent.
He is a consistent, yeah. Here we go again. Hey, can we go home when this is over? Yeah? We can finally get off this damn island?
If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Hell yes.
He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope's Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now.
Have we acknowledged that we saw all of the dead characters alive?
No. Nobody's commented on that yet.
Oh, yeah.
But, I wonder if they'll keep popping up. Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So, why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island.
Ooh, I want them to discover that room, the Monokuma control room.
Yeah. The control room?
Yeah.
I was thinking the room for the first game that had all the chalk outlines and the fucking blood everywhere.
Oh, yeah, because that still was never explained.
No.
Not really.
Not really, yeah.
He had our guesses about it. Okay,
yeah.
So, go ahead.
He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
So, what are we gonna do? Can we start already? I'm a woman of action.
She really is.
But what are we looking for? What are we looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building.
I'll just go on ahead for now.
That's not... Hey, you're already going?
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
The music became upbeat again.
Yeah.
It will be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Says you.
Shut up. So, we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light.
Yes, famous quote.
What
Vincent
if we
van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh stop, because it is... Wait. Stopped at green light.
People were like, Van Gogh, traffic lights haven't been invented yet. What are you talking about?
I'm not a time traveler, and I also know Russians.
Russian Vincent van Gogh, the time traveler.
Oh, pitch it.
Yeah,
Pitch it. I'll
absolutely.
watch it.
Every painting's a clue to where he hid his treasure. And he lost his ear because he like started to change times, and someone grabbed his ear, and so he teleported, but his ear remained behind.
So if anybody can find his ear,
They have the powers
that's
too.
the powers.
they can time travel. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, find a time traveling ear.
That's your TARDIS.
Yeah, the TARDIS is Vincent van Gogh's
Vincent van Gogh's ear.
You just pick up the ear.
You have to shout what time you want to go to it.
1918, and the ear wiggles.
Yeah,
and
the ear
then you
goes,
just go.
"Woo."
Yeah. And then you have to put your tongue in it, and
You got a tongue in
it's
his
the
ear?
weirdest. Yeah, Vincent van Gogh is
It'll
a
only
weird
drop
time
you in a
traveler.
pleasant place if you tongue it.
Sweet.
Anyway, if we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Who is giving you guys shit about bidding? That was fun.
Really. Who's
It
controlled
was me.
the bits
I was
now?
giving you guys shit.
Yeah. Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore.
Then let's get this over with and go home.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. With those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Why is everybody leaving alone?
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me.
Sonia took a deep bow and then left the gymnasium.
Oh, Miss Sonia. Miss Sonia, please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone.
Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed, and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and it's going to end.
Thanks, game.
I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual peaceful, everyday life. Oh, that's not true.
That's us. We'd like to return to our everyday peaceful life. 80-some episodes.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Bullshit.
I love this. It's
Yeah.
fun.
It's super good. The only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening, for the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Oh shit, so it's like, yeah, it's like a trial investigation.
Cool.
Huh.
There is
New music.
nothing in this worth looking at.
Get out of here.
Wait, this is a new song, right?
No, I think we've heard it. I think this is the standard investigation
Oh,
song. Whoa.
glitch
This,
time.
yeah, this is definitely not the geography. We're on the 5th floor now.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Curious.
Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. Is this Monokuma's doing too? Is he trying to confuse us again? I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. But I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back down.
Yeah, when your whole world is glitching.
Yeah. Hey, Sonia, do you see this shit?
She's standing there. Like, I'm investigating the hallway. Yeah.
This hallway, there is a strange feeling to it, no? As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
Oh my gosh.
Is it just me?
I hope the other characters are just like hanging around. Can we go to any of these doors? No.
I wonder if she can't pass that point.
Maybe.
She's just stuck there.
Oh, that's definitely. I mean, the 5th floor. Oh, hello, creepy hallway.
Hi, creepy hallway.
The 5th floor is definitely one of those classrooms. Was definitely like the murder classroom.
But you can't go into any of them?
I don't think so. No. I'm trying to figure out in the map if the different colors mean different things, but it doesn't seem that way. I think that was the murder classroom we just passed right there.
I bet the green ones you can't go in, but the white ones you can.
Except
no, that's the wall.
Yeah, there's.
And you're right, that definitely is the murder classroom because it said raw on the door.
Yeah, that's the bio lab and then the murder classroom.
I take it back. You're right.
I'm
just gonna keep saying you're right, even though every time I say it, I mean that you said a different thing.
Dojo.
We just go back into the dojo. Interesting.
This statue is very
Japanese. The very Japanese dojo.
That's a clue. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school.
Can confirm you are.
Perhaps it's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense.
That's true.
Oh, we can look at everything.
Look at the very Japanese
dojo.
I
want to see if he also says very Japanese. It's an armor, it's armor and a helmet. Did the map developers design this to reflect a Japanese dojo?
The map
developers?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, weird slip there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh? What's this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma.
Oh my god, let's read it.
Yes, please. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title lying out in the open like this?
I guess I'll just leave it on the floor. Oh!
That's our friend!
Let's start with a history first, class. Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then, what's the first, you ask? Oh, that depends on the person.
I mean, it's definitely not time traveling via Vincent van Gogh's ear.
That's a fantastic theory. I subscribe to that 100%.
So just as I thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it.
Yes!
I'll look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is.
Admit it. Those are your weeb desires.
Wow. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages.
Wonder if you can buy this manga.
I hope so.
Gosh.
Or they like give it out at cons or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries.
The best part about this book is you don't even have to open it to read it.
It's wild.
New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope's Peak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope's Peak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope's Peak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding.
No one cares about their talented kids.
All of the alumni letters get returned and nobody's making donations, apparently, despite being captains of industry or whatever. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to make progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department.
Ouch.
Normies, yeah?
Yeah.
The expense and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most schools. Nevertheless, Hope's Peak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope's Peak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope's Peak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope's Peak Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope.
What?
But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Hope's Peak Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end.
What? Oh, that's revisionist history.
Yeah. Huh? The ending was so sudden, like a manga that suddenly canceled in the middle of its run.
Oh, Hajime knows.
Plus, these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but... No, it'd just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense.
Unless we can go into that classroom.
Yeah, more importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The reserve department. That department was only built to collect money. I was one of those reserve corps students, right?
I am rich.
Yeah, I'm wealthy. Damn, Byakuya should have treated me with more respect.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, you're here again.
I never left. The thing that's weird is you, of course.
Huh?
Why did you forget that you were part of the reserve department?
I wonder if the person controlling Monokuma right now is also part of the reserve department. That'd be an interesting connection.
I'm like very, very thrown by who's controlling Monokuma because it was such a Junko thing in the first game.
Yeah, that's true.
And it bothers me that it's presumably not Junko this game.
Yeah, someone like impersonating her really well.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I mean, with a hand, maybe they've like somehow reanimated, then the robot factory, maybe they've somehow like reanimated her.
Like Junko's back?
Like a robot version of her, yeah.
I don't know. I'm afraid that reveal is going to really bum me out. Okay.
The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right?
Jesus, man.
So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too.
What do you want me to say?
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students. Or you willingly seared those memories yourself.
Shame. Huh? Shame.
You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though.
Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Yes, I'm blaming you. When things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student.
Brutal. Damn it, what the heck?
Get wrecked, Haji.
Yeah, Monokuma owned me again. Fuck. Reserve department. Oh, interesting. Should we look at the rest of the stuff?
Yes,
or just keep going?
Locker.
Sure.
Oh, the locker?
Yeah. Because we found something in there last time.
That's true. There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Each of them has a traditional looking woodblock key sticking out of them. I guess they're just for show.
No, they're functional lockers.
There's nothing in particular that looks like a clue.
Okay.
There's a straw post. I guess that means it was used for training. Neat.
Also, I wanted to issue a formal apology to Sonia.
Oh, for us always suspecting her of murder?
Every single trial.
Every single trial.
We've been like, it's Sonia. Bar none, definitely. And it's never Sonia.
Generally, it's safe not to trust aristocrats, but Sonia's a class act.
She is. She's befitting of a princess.
She's obsessed with murder, though.
She is.
So is everyone. It's fine.
She's creepy, and she'd be a terrible roommate, as we've decided, but she's not a murderer.
You know how popular all of the murder podcasts are? They're very popular.
Yeah, that's true. The cherry tree the cherry tree is proudly displaying its full blossoms. The falling petals add to the elegance of the scene.
So profound.
If Hyoko and Peko were here, it would have looked truly picturesque.
Peko?
Yeah, because she's also
Hyoko's
like a swordswoman.
dancer, but...
Yeah, Hyoko's got the kimono, and Peko's a swordswoman.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
For their sakes as well, I will definitely go home.
They're dead. They can't heal.
They don't care. The target seems pretty far away. The production team had more time. There could have been a mini game here. Wait, what am I saying? We are so in a simulation, you guys.
So weird. It's like we know it too.
Yeah, we're slowly remembering it or something.
Uh-huh.
Do you think we, like, similar to this first game, signed a contract to be like, I'm a part of the simulation?
Maybe, actually. Yeah, we agreed to the Future Foundation's sort of game. All right, what has been made available now? Hey, Kazumichi.
Hey, everything looks so normal. This hallway, it's kind of creepy. I can't go places that I should be able to go. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like there's an invisible wall or something. And no.
This is very Metal Gear Solid 2, which again gets back to my like, oh, maybe...
We can't go here?
Yeah. Where can we go now?
Check those classrooms again.
The ones we walked past?
Yeah, the ones that are gray looks like we can go in.
Maybe. So. This one we can't.
Oh,
that opened up.
5A.
Yeah, interesting. Is this the bloody one?
No.
No, damn.
It's the violin one.
Oh yeah, a violin.
Another manga?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a book. Oh, a book this time. A light novel.
It's a light
maybe.
novel, yeah.
This is another.
Oh fuck! It is a manga.
It is a manga. Damn.
We were right.
This
the
is
first time.
Another manga. It's lying on top of the desk. This one is Manga for Morons: The Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Huh.
All right, I got this one.
All right. Wasn't the tragedy at Hope's Peak Academy mentioned in other manga too? It's why Hope's Peak Academy went bankrupt, and it was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. Or were those two separate things? There's the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, and then there's the great tragedy?
That's what they were making it sound like, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident?
We'll
I
find
mean, it's
out.
worth a shot.
Next episode. No,
What are you doing? Why would you do that? Stress me out.
I can't see the timer. I don't know.
We're 26 minutes.
I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is...
As the name suggests, the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy occurred at Hope's Peak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izuru Kamakura.
We haven't met that person yet, no?
No.
Why do I recognize that name?
Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hope's Peak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius amongst geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope.
Oh, interesting.
To protect such a rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence.
Are we Izuru?
No, that'd be crazy.
Or is Izuru us from last game? Makoto.
Makoto?
But Makoto had a family and, like, background.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was
talent.
Makoto.
Oh, it's Makoto's dad then.
Is Makoto's dad.
Makoto's dad.
But Izuru, who was known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students of Hope's Peak Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izuru.
So that would be the bloody
That's
classroom.
that classroom.
Right there. Yeah.
However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and concealed the incident as though it never happened.
It's hard to do.
Rich people.
3 kids get
However-
murdered. 13 kids get murdered.
A certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage, and that's
Junko.
Yeah.
the student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that public knowledge...
That, or it's the whoever originated the ultimate despair. Maybe the beloved. Maybe Mikan's beloved.
It stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. And the uprising began.
Yeah, again, or I think that might have been us. Like, I think we're secretly a bad guy.
And that...
Between the three of us, we've just like cycled through all of the possible...
All the possible theories. This is
For
why we're
all these
always
different
good at
characters.
predicting things, is because we predict everything.
That one's Makoto. No, that one's Makoto. No, that one's Makoto.
And that heralded Hope's Peak's Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to the horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa /0.
Oh yeah, people were saying that there was like a light novel or whatever that goes more into the backstory.
Really?
Yeah. With a heavy sigh, I closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hope's Peak Academy.
There's no way I can believe that that book is balancing like that on the table. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like definitely falling off. Oh, what irony. For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. Ugh, a talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. Oh ho ho ho! You should be lucky that you're incompetent.
Damn it. He always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. But ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too. But it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagito said was the true meaning of hope. But for Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. That's right, the reserve department. Here, it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising.
I like your theory more and more that he was the one who created the uprising.
Yeah, who exposed the killing. Then what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. And that's what the Future Foundation were trying to do, is set up a simulation or a scenario where we'd be converted to hope. Even though we did some bad shit. Or I mean, they did try to cover up the murder of 13 kids, so I don't know who's really in the right in that moment. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right?
Well, I don't think the Future Foundation existed during all of these tragedies.
No, not during these tragedies. I think, but like
so they didn't cover up the 13 murders.
No, the
that
Future
was the
Foundation
school.
did. Yes.
No, the Future Foundation didn't, is what I'm saying.
Right, yeah, correct.
Okay.
What kind of incident was it? Who's this other student that isn't Izuru?
It's me.
A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage? Who is that?
Or Junko.
Yeah. Or whoever's controlling Monokuma right now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This incident is really messed up. But all it's doing is raising more questions.
Same, Hajime.
The mysteries just keep piling up.
Same.
Yep. We feel the same way.
I do think it's Hajime, though. That's the theory I'm going to stick with for,
Yeah.
like, if we were betting. That's what I would go with.
All right, well.
I do... although one other possibility that has occurred to me is that the Future... we're assuming the Future Foundation is the cast of the first game. Mm-hmm. But I think it's also possible that it's just the adults of Hope's Peak Academy call themselves the Future Foundation.
Yeah, but they're not characters.
No.
They're just like faceless entities who at one point had plants on their desks.
That's true. They did have a lot of flowers on their desk, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The grieving flowers.
Yeah.
Ooh, you ready to go through this door?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
we can.
Go into the lab.
Well, let's do it.
All right.
When we come back.